Welcome my fellow dwarves, welcome to the fourth and what will be a long line of tutorial videos provided to you by Corporate. In this training video series dubbed Deep Rock Basics, I, your corporate trainer, will be going over all the things you need to know as a new employee of our great intergalactic family-owned company. These basics can include anything from how to use your gear to how to complete certain corporate objectives while on-site in Hoxxes IV. Because who better to tell you how to do your job than the guy who sits back on the space rig? Exactly, don't think too much about it, Greenbeard. Just settle in as we discuss the third task you can undertake, an on-site refining mission. For this third mission type, Corporate needs you and your dive team to descend down to Hoxxes and retrieve liquid morkite. In order to do this, Mission Control will send down a mobile refinery to your drop zone shortly after your drop pod lands. This pod will have 3 ramps leading to a central refinery pod. This pod can be used to deposit minerals in, much the same way you utilize a mining utility lift engine. This platform also comes with floodlights to illuminate the immediate area and 3 separate piping start locations all facing different directions. You'll use these pipe points to build pipelines to liquid morkite wells located in your drop area. Once you reach a well, contact Mission Control with your coordinates and they will send in a pump jack head that you'll connect your pipes to. Once all 3 wells are hooked up to the refinery, you'll need to start up the extraction process and maintain the pipes until your quota is met. Once done, you'll be retrieved via drop pod. Unlike the previous 2 tasks assigned to you by Corporate, on-site refining can be rather extensive, so pull out a notepad if you aren't great at remembering things, dwarf. First off, as stated earlier, Mission Control will drop a mobile refinery after you've touched down on Hoxxes. This platform has 3 separate piping stop points that must be used to connect to liquid morkite wells near the refinery. In order to do this, you should first locate a liquid morkite well. These wells emit a dark blue light and periodically spew out dark blue liquid morkite. You can also use the loud erupting sounds these wells make to assist you in locating them. After you locate a well, call in your coordinates to Mission Control and they will drop in a pump jack head directly on top of the morkite well. Heading back to the refinery, interact with the start of a pipe segment using your laser designator. This will produce a hologram of the pipe segment to be placed, allowing you to steer the piping in a way that is most efficient for you. If the hologram turns from blue to red, it means there is a problem with the projected node placement and your designator will tell you why. This could be for a number of reasons. The node placement could be obstructed, the node could be too far away from the previous node, or the angle of incline or decline could be too sharp for the piping. Whatever the issue may be, simply adjust your position until you are able to place a node. Repeat this as many times as necessary until you reach the pump jack. From there, you'll need to begin constructing each node you've placed along the way. This needs to be done starting at the node close to the refinery. You cannot construct these out of sequence. This construction can be conducted either by yourself and your fellow dwarves using your ample toolkit R&D has provided you with, or if you're sent on one of these missions alone, Bosco, your robotic companion, can construct these for you. Simply target a node needing constructing and tell Bosco to begin. Unless interrupted, he will continue until the pipeline is completed. Complete this process 2 more times to move on to the next phase of the mission. Once all pipelines are set and constructed, simply head back to the mobile refinery and begin the extraction process using the large button on the back side of the rig. Once started, the refinery will sputter to life, spewing black smoke and fire as the refining process starts. All of this commotion will undoubtedly attract the attention of the locals, the same ones who are never happy to see you on their planet. R&D has speculated that the Glyphids deem this activity too disruptive to their ecosystem and use pheromones that spread throughout the entire area. This means that from this point on, until you've extracted via drop pod, you will be inundated with an unending swarm of hostile wildlife. During these swarms, Glyphids will attack the pipelines you've placed, causing them to become damaged and leak. If there is a single leak, the affected pipeline will stop receiving liquid morkite. The wells have more than enough liquid in them, so the leaks will not cause the mobile refinery to lose any of its accumulated stock. Simply repair the leak, deal with the locals there, and continue on your way. Once the mobile refinery is full, simply press the large button on the rig again, and the refinery's tank will rocket back off into orbit. Once the tank clears the planet's surface, Mission Control will send in a drop pod to retrieve your dive team. Due to the increased number of hostiles on these missions, you have only 3 minutes to reach the drop pod before it returns to orbit. Better hoof it, miners. And now for some tips for our intrepid miners. In order to more easily maintain the piping system, R&D has provided you with a latch for your boots. This latch allows you to magnetically attach to the piping system and ride along them, grinding the pipes if you will. Using this allows you to move quickly to the leaks along the pipeline. Gravity plays a part in these movements, so downhill movement will have you reaching your objective very quickly. When filling the mobile refinery with liquid morkite, you can refer to this handy graphic on the left side of your heads-up display. It showcases the occupied capacity of the refinery tank as a percentage. This shows you how much longer you need to outlast the locals. The pipe segments you build are immune to friendly fire, unlike your dive team, so feel free to use whatever force is necessary to clear the pipes of hostile locals. I recommend bringing an engineer or driller co-worker on these missions, as both are excellent for allowing for complex pipe placement. Engineers can place their platforms, allowing for pipe segments to span chasms with ease. The driller can usually drill directly to a liquid morkite well, also allowing for ease of pipe placement. You will not have access to a mining utility lift engine on this type of mission. Corporate doesn't want to invest more into this expensive mining venture than they have to. As such, should you need to deposit any minerals you'll find, you'll need to do so on the mineral grinders on the side of the refinery, the same type of grinders you'll find on the drop pod. Keep this in mind when gathering minerals further in the caves. So there you have it, Greenbeards. That's all you need to know about on-site refining when working for Deep Rock Galactic. Simply enter a cavern via drop pod, survey the surrounding area for liquid morkite wells, run pipes to them, call in pump jacks, start the extraction, maintain the pipes, and send the filled tank back to the space rig. We hope you make it back to the final drop pod, but if you don't, then at least you'll have done your corporate duty. Out of the 8 missions offered by Deep Rock Galactic, how do you feel about on-site refining? Leave your opinions in the comments section below. We here at Corporate sincerely hope you make it back from your latest expedition to Hoxxes IV. If you do, be sure you subscribe to keep an eye out for the next corporate training module on Deep Rock Basics, and be sure to like this video so that Corporate knows you want more training videos just like this one. Until then, fellow dwarves, leave no dwarf behind, and remember to rock and stone.